Hello, my name is Nathan Hammack. I did two of the digital effects shots for this movie. One was with Eric, getting his head shot in the bathtub area with his spraying up against the wall that didn't end up too well. The other was with Nibbles, getting a crowbar shoved through his back and out through his chest, leaving some heartburn on his chest area. Anyway, we're going to go through on both of these shots, and I'm going to talk in detail as to what was done to the actual shot, from raw footage on the actual set to what it looked like in the final product in the movie. Both scenes were, looked at with great detail, and of course they always added some extra blood at the end, thanks to Sean Effects in Chicago. And guys, sit tight, and we'll go ahead and play those two scenes for you. Eric's headshot was actually quite interesting. I had to do some research on it, or at least I felt I needed to do some research on it due to the fact that I wanted to find out the type of weapon that was used, Beretta, the type of shell casing was used, a .38 caliber, and the type of damage it would actually do to a human skull, which actually was kind of gory research. If you don't have a stomach for it, I would probably recommend not to go into that field. But hey, if you're a CSI, you might dig it. But I wanted to actually bring out that level of detail in the film so that if someone was watching it, they can go, oh, well, that could be something that would happen. Versus, if a paintball hit the wall, what was that? You'd see a big difference. So we wanted to bring out that realism as far as in the shot. Did some research on some of the websites, Utah University, and was able to find some actual corpses and some actual medical details as far as the size of the actual puncture of the wound and the exits, which I actually found quite interesting with the .38 caliber entering and leaving. Entering, it's about typically the same size of the bullet, and as far as exiting, not the same. We're talking about an extra 3 inches around the diameter. So yeah, there would be actually quite a bit of stuff exiting the back of wherever you're getting shot, or if it's entering the skull, there's a lot of stuff going the opposite direction. So we wanted to make sure that there was a large area at least being sprayed on the back of the wall when that happened. As you're watching this, you can definitely see the different layers that we used for that shot, and basically wanted to make it look real. Hopefully you guys got to learn a bit more about that.
Help me.
Nibbles tire iron. This was an interesting shot as well. I was basically told that someone's going to come behind Nibbles, take a tire iron, and shove it through him, and that's what we wanted to represent. It was a little difficult considering what I was given was that when you look at the first scene here, obviously, it's a little string that pulls a squib that actually pops off, making a hole in his shirt, and then the blood will eventually drain out from the squib. And it was a little difficult because basically I had to go through and every shot. I believe this film was 23 frames a second, or excuse me, 24 frames a second, and every second that this tire iron is supposed to come back through, I need to load each frame into Maya, adjust a tire iron that I had to make up in 3D, resembled after the actual tire iron that was used in the movie, and basically trying to match it to Nibbles when he's standing up, turning around, and make it look real. So what you'll see in these next couple shots here is actually represented in level of detail, what was added, every extra step to make that step look realistic. Sean effects, obviously at the end here, or excuse me, at the very beginning when he gets stuck, the blood that got shot out there, that was some extra detail called by the directors, which it's a great squirt effect. I don't know if it would happen the same way. Guess you'd have to actually do that to somebody to find out. Not recommending that you do it at home, but I basically wanted to have it shoved through. It's the director's call as far as what is being shown there on the scene. If it calls for much blood in a scary movie, why not? It's a scary movie. It should have lots of blood. But Sean Effects added a blood squirt to this, which looks awesome, and they get much props from me.
Don't give it to her, Jack!
Nibbles.
A guy named Nibbles is coming to your aid.
Drop the knife.
Nibbles. I just want this all to be over.
It can be, Jack. Just hand me the box.
Simmer down, Missy. Jack, I've seen the prophecies. It's you, Jack. You are the chosen protector.
Why me? Of all people.
To show his love and forgiveness. His grace.